Every year, a weather disaster seems to occur. Usually, it's a major hurricane or massive flooding that we see on television. But once in a while, after a strong earthquake occurs, a lesser-known threat impacts coastal communities, and that is what we call a tsunami. Now, a tsunami is a Japanese word from a double-rooted meaning. Tsu, port or harbor, and nami, meaning wave, and it's a word that has been used well over 1,000 years ago. Now, once an earthquake has occurred between two tectonic plates under the ocean, the energy from the quake travels upward and expands in all directions, as seen by this particular graphic. Now, as this occurs offshore, the larger waves that build closer to the center of the quake help to, as you've seen here, draw back water receding from the coast, making it look like low tide is actually occurring. It is at this point, if you know that an earthquake has occurred and the tsunami warning has gone on, it's at this point that a red flag should arise, because what is happening is that the water is getting pulled away from the coast and is feeding into the larger waves that are offshore, and then the reverse action happens. And that's now that the larger offshore waves are heading towards the coast with a very strong force, riding up the shallow seafloor and making the waves even larger than when they were 500 miles away from land, as these waves gain momentum moving forward. Now, there is also the other aspect of upward momentum, which brings a tremendous tidal wave on land. Now, these waves crash on shore and spread well inland, taking out anything standing in its way. As shown here, the controlling factors of how large the crashing waves become as they move on land are: 1, the earthquake magnitude, its depth, and type. From the DC News Now studio, I'm meteorologist Scott Sumner.